I accepted that I got a little meat. I accepted that I got a little meat, and I accepted that I can't go demon time.
Artificial intelligence. ChatGPT. OpenAI, aka the reason I can't upgrade my RAM without having to sell Bolivian children to a salt mine. But who cares about if the Caspian Sea dries up? You clicked on this video to learn if you should use AI in your campaigns, because unfortunately, not everybody has the same creative knowledge and literary capabilities like the writers of Hoard of the Dragon Queen. And considering the last 2 years of economic growth of the US economy has been through AI investments, then we either nut up or shut up. Because if it don't take off, then you might as well save yourself the power bill and unplug Gam from the outlets, because we're all gonna be lining up for that government cheese. Now, it would be totally easy for me to just say it sucks, which, yeah, it totally does. If I wanted awful D&D gameplay, I'd go watch Critical Role. I'm kidding, alright? Slow your horses. You don't put your pitchforks away. Critical Role is great. There's nothing I love more than watching the gay innuendos in Season 5, Episode 32. Am I gonna get pissy just because one of my players decided to generate a photo of Alex Jones as a samurai to play? Not at all. In fact, it's kind of funny. But it gets to a point where everything you have in a campaign looks inauthentic and kind of ass. Just try looking up fantasy black people on Pinterest. Everyone looks like My Hero Academia characters wearing blackface and butterfly locks. You see, that's the problem with AI. It brings a layer of insincerity. Tabletops are about people playing together and the stories that they make up themselves at a table. But also, being a dungeon master is kinda hard. You telling me I gotta be able to run a campaign once a week, keep up with everyone's backstories while working a shitty paying 9 to 5, hoping my players aren't undercover gooners ready to file me with their ungodly talks of erotic roleplay under a presidency where one president may have sucked off another president, or a horse, or a child. I don't know. I can't upgrade to 64 gigs of RAM. Our entire economy is hanging in the balance of mega corporations being able to take advantage of our entire data network for free. Chris Tucker and Michael Jackson are my favorite celebrities, but you're telling me I gotta deal with them now potentially being Diddy disciples. I'm getting older, my friends are getting married and having kids, I'm still single and alone. Hasbro somehow fumbled one of the biggest fucking video games of this generation. And the only form of social entertainment for D&D YouTube content I can get is 1,000,000 hours of someone's 4-hour campaign podcast. Hey, you listening? Well, where the fuck are you going? Yeah, that's fine. Walk away, you ungrateful kids. It's not like I pay the bills around here or anything. Well, hey, why don't you ask your real father if he can buy you that shiny Roll20 subscription? Oh wait, you can't, because he's a fucking deadbeat. You know, I could have made something out of myself, but no, I chose to help the two of you and your mother. Ask, but you never give. But look at me now. I'm the caretaker. Yeah, maybe I don't blame you for asking ChatGPT to make you a list of dwarf names, you know? That's why I think it's important to employ a little thing I like to call the 90-10 rule. 90% of your sessions should involve only human-created interactions. You've got a whole 10% to just fuck around when you're feeling lazy. Now, hold up now. This is not me saying that you should just go prompt generate a session every 1 out of 10 playthroughs. You gotta be able to show up to your interview with your Sunday best and know the ins and the outs of the job. But am I, your employer, gonna give a shit about what type of socks you're wearing? No, unless you went socks free and are stinking up my office. But you also gotta know what is okay to use AI for. Your photos? I don't really care. Looks a little bit tacky, but I can get over it as long as it doesn't feel like I'm looking at your mom's Facebook page. Yeah, but AI art is just theft considering it learns off of other artists. Yeah, let me stop you right there. I was gonna steal the art anyways. But why not just use their art in the first place? Okay, well, when someone draws a picture of my friend's evil ex-girlfriend as a demonic witch, I'll be there to screenshot it. Listen, I get it. AI takes away from the creativity and the art of role-playing cute cat girls in your basement with your friends. I'm not taking away from the fact that I believe I am superior to AI users because I don't personally use AI in my campaign. Some folks just lack the talent, the money, and copious amounts of free time that I have to autistically write about elf and Native American integration in the 1800s. At the end of the day, I'm just better than them. Did Noam Chomsky keep his knowledge to himself? No. He shared it with the public, then fucked off to an island and partied for some totally unknown reason that I will not comment on in case I ever need to get future sponsorships. But if you are gonna use AI, why would you let it define the core concepts of your campaign? Use it to get rid of the boring stuff, like making stat blocks or NPC names that your players are gonna forget in 30 minutes anyways. But the meat and potatoes has to be done by good old-fashioned pen and paper. Otherwise, you might as well just play something off a DM's guild. That might as well be AI anyways. You've got to understand the charm and beauty that comes from a person that draws a shitty battle map on paint. It's kind of like modern day memes. Yeah, the AI video of Hassan's dog shocking him is kind of funny, but this right here, this is fucking beautiful. What can I say? I'm an old man. Or at least approaching my 30s, which basically makes me an old man. Sure, I could sit here and wistfully yearn for a bygone age and continue playing Kung Fu Chaos on the original Xbox while my mom cooks me some Hot Pockets. But just like all forms of technology, I have to realize that there can be some benefits to it. Here's how I look at it. I want more people to understand the joys that I have when I get to DM a game. But people grow to have different priorities in life. I can't fault my DM for generating one dumb encounter just because he wanted to take his kid to Disneyland instead. Would I prefer for him to go 100% from the noggin? Of course I would. But at the end of the day, that shitty encounter doesn't take away from what I'm really wanting from a campaign. And that's to hang out with my buds. The spur of adventure when my players get their first quest. The reaction of a player just so happening to land a nat 20 at the last moment to slay the final boss. My friends ruining my campaign by deciding to roleplay Epstein attendees during a session I was trying to keep completely serious. You can have the purest form of artificial advancement stuffed down my throat. But none of that matters. Because at the end of the day, you'll never replace the love that I have for this game. Oh, finally, the end credits. Sorry y'all, a little bit of a chill video because I've been out of commission for like 2 months and don't remember how to edit. I like to say I was doing something cool, like discovering myself in India, but the reality is I just got really into playing Hades. You know, both of them. They're pretty good games. Oh, you know what? While I got y'all here, let me ask you a question. Let me pose a debate, okay? All right, I was talking with my friend Thomas. You might recognize him in some other videos. I said that yellow mustard is possibly one of the worst condiments or foods to ever exist. He doesn't think it's that bad. I think it's terrible. I think it's awful. It should be wiped from the face of this earth. Whoever created it, their body should be exhumed, buried up, from wherever it is, and then re-executed. In fact, I would rather somebody nut on my sandwich than put yellow mustard on it. I would rather consume another male's fluids than eat yellow mustard. I don't know. That's just me, but I think it sucks. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I don't know. What do y'all think? Huh? Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Thanks to VipSnap for becoming a member on the channel, and he chose the manager, Hasbro manager. That's pretty cool. If you see him in the comments, you better say hi, because he now has the ability to ban anybody he wants for a month. So, have fun with that, VipSnap. Have fun with that. All right, I'm out of here. Later, bitches.